Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for 3 rounds of action in the light welterweight division. He's got the blue trunks on and he's weighing in at 136 pounds. He trains with Royal Combat with a record of 1 win, 0 losses. From Puerto Rico, Miguel Torres. And fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing the white and black trunks, weighing in at 137 pounds. He trains with Rebel Thai Boxing. 0 wins, 1 loss. From right here in New York City, Nawin Rodjam.
All right, gentlemen, we got over the rules in the dressing room. I expect you to follow them, fight clean, fight hard, fight fair, protect yourself at all times, listen to my instructions at all times. Touch them up, come out fighting.
Friday Night Fights, our first installment of 2017, season number 20. Rodjam, the Air Force veteran, wearing the gray and white trunks with the yellow armbands. Torres in the red, white, and blue.
Torres is using his footwork to get around the ring. Trying to stay a little more on the outside. Looks like he's trying to get Nawin to walk into something.
First of a schedule.
Good use of the jab, setting up for the right hand. I like that. Looks like Miguel might come from more of a boxing background. I think you should stick with it. Keep moving him around, keep working off that jab, and try to set up that right hand like he just did. There he goes. Solid puncher. Look, he throws his whole body into it.
Follows the body kicks up with a punch combination. Torres from Loíza, Puerto Rico, just 21 years of age, going up against Rodjam, who is 34.
Looking to drop that right hand. Look at that. Sits his body down, got his hips down.
Couple of big shots
This
landed
kid
by
get
Torres.
punched. I like how Torres, like I said, he adjusts his weight. He sits his hips down like he's a puncher. A lot of these guys who are kicking stand up a little bit tall. Look at that.
Torres catches the kick and fires the right hand to the body of Rodjam.
Torres puts his whole body into that right hand.
Final 20 seconds of round number 1. It's a scheduled 3-round amateur fight.
Keeps jabbing to the body. Torres does, looking to set up for that right hand. Nice. Beautiful.
Combination to the head and the body as we go under 10 seconds in round 1.
I think if Nawin wants to shut him down, he's got to tie him up with that clinch a little bit closer. He can't keep that distance. He's going to get caught with some. I like to see a fighter when he knows what he is. You know, if he knows he's got a puncher's chance, I think he should stick with it. You know, he shouldn't try to mix it up with something else. I think he should go with what feels natural to him. And I think it looks like they're telling Nawin in the corner to use his clinch a little more to get those knees off, and I think it's a smart strategy. I think you should try to wear Torres out and try to keep him from using his legs by tying him up, kneeing him to the body, and slowing him down and kicking him from the outside. I wouldn't try to get too close to Torres. Looks like he's trying to land that right hand.
This fight taking place in the super lightweight division. Was set at 137 pounds coming in. Both fighters came in just under the stated weight limit before weigh-in time yesterday. Taking a look at Nawin Rodjam, 34 years of age, out of Levittown, New York. Again, a veteran of the United States Air Force. Thank him for his service, of course. And Miguel Torres, out of Puerto Rico, just a kid out of Royalty Combat.
Nice. Gets to it with his hands again.
Starts fast again in round 2.
Moves around the ring.
Rodjam's only other amateur fight came on Friday Night Fights last July. He lost in a decision to Sean Gorman.
I think Nawin should try to stay at the distance and kick. I wouldn't try to punch with Torres. Looks like Torres is comfortable with the punching. Seems to get a little flustered when the kicks come his way, though. Yeah, those kicks, seem like they got much on him. It looks like he's not too comfortable throwing the kicks, Torres. But when he lets those hands go, definitely gets him off. Yep.
Torres wild with the right hand, but he backs Rodjam up. And Torres with the colors of the Puerto Rican flag and the flag itself on his trunks.
I think Torres should stick with that jab. Like he was jabbed in the body and sticking that right hand over the top. I think he should keep doing that. There he goes. Every time he throws it, he lands it. I think he's kind of getting away from it sometimes. He's trying to throw these kicks.
Body kick by Torres.
Good right hand.
He gets stood up by a Rodjam right. So maybe Torres extending himself a little bit too far, but now he comes back with a combination and seems to stagger Nawin Rodjam.
If I was Nawin, I'd try to bring one of those kicks up over the top of Torres' head.
Rodjam again in the gray and white trunks.
Yep, right there.
Goes the body kick, but Torres responds with a right hand and a left and another right hand. Big punch combination.
Good punches.
Torres flashes of brilliance thus far in this fight.
Torres better keep his hands up.
He is carrying those gloves a bit low.
His arms getting a little heavy for punching. I think he's over punching himself.
Big body punch, followed up with a head punch by Torres.
Torres will take his time. If you take his time, I think he can land that right hand solid, but he's kind of rushing it a little bit.
Rodjam able to stick in a body kick and a leg kick towards the end of round number 2. Exciting action thus far from the Broad Street Ballroom. And there's Torres. Jason, as you said, looking a little bit gassed. That'd take an extra second or two before even sitting in the stool.
I think he was just giving a little too much. He was getting a little excited. And he's got one fight. I mean, this happens. I mean, you come out there, you give it your all. You don't know how to pace yourself yet. He starts to get a couple fights under his belt, maybe 10, 12. You'll learn how to slow things down. I think he'd be pretty devastating with those hands. Work on his kicks a little bit. I think he'd be a well-rounded fighter. And the same thing goes to Nawin. I think he's got a lot of good skills. I think he's staying in the middle too much. If he'd move a little more side to side or learn how to move backwards a little bit at the right time, I think he could use his kicks. And definitely he's got a good solid right hand, but he's crowding it too much. If he just steps back and makes Torres miss, I think he can land a good devastating punch.
Now let's get into the
We will see if Torres can bring a victory back to his native Puerto Rico. One of 3 fighters out of the Royalty Combat School in Puerto Rico on this card this evening. Torres looking for the 2nd win of his amateur career. He goes up against Nawin Rodjam, who's looking for his 1st amateur victory.
Yeah, I see his legs are slowing down a little bit. That's going to take a lot out of Torres to crawl off that canvas.
Nice. Basically what amounts to a sweep, Jason. I mean, It's not really technically, is that really allowed?
Yeah.
You can't sweep the legs.
You can't like hook the leg behind it,
Can't
trip,
hook the leg. Gotcha.
but you can definitely sweep if you're using the front part of the shin of the foot.
Gotcha.
A very, very useful move. Like I said, it just takes a lot out of you. Shows control in the fight, scores points. That's beautiful use of the left leg right there. I think I'd go back to the left leg. I don't like using that right leg against a puncher. It kind of puts you in a dangerous position. Now we would keep using that left leg up the middle.
Rodjam staggered by a right hand from Torres after some really good moments earlier in round 3. Torres smiling as he throws the left hook over the top and a right hand.
I'd like to see Torres go to the body maybe.
Big right hand again from Torres.
Nice, I think he's found his range here. Keep sticking with the punches, kid.
Torres stalking his prey. And another monster right by Torres. Another one.
Nice.
Another right hook. Rodjam almost looks out on his feet. Now the Air Force veteran finds his footing, throws some knees.
Just set a good time kick by Nawin. With that left leg upside the head, I think he'll do the trick right now, turn the tide.
Joel Becker breaks up the fighters. Final 30 seconds of action as the 2 fighters exchange big rights.
He's over punching Nawin. He's throwing that big right hand, but then he's in a bad position. Looks like Torres might have done a little bit of boxing, and Puerto Rico's known for having some quality boxers.
Final 10 seconds. Rodjam staggers Torres, and another combo back from Torres. Incredible finish here in round number 3.
Great way to finish the fight. Good action.
Wow. Nawin Rodjam and Miguel Torres battling it out in this 137-pound affair. All action for 3 rounds.
Definitely a good battle of styles in that one.
So this super lightweight fight will come down to the judges' scorecards once again. While we have a moment, let's quickly acknowledge our sponsors. You are watching the first installment of the 2017 season of Friday Night Fights Muay Thai, brought to you by Mohegan Sun Resort and Casino. This is our 20th season, the longest running Muay Thai series in North America. Also a shout out to our other great sponsors, Lucky Strike, which hosted our weigh-in yesterday. Budweiser, the king of beers, the Brooklyn Athletic Club, Fairtex, the Tourism Authority of Thailand, Fitness NYC, the Scratch DJ Academy as well. So a really fun fight to watch here. Miguel Torres out of Royalty Combat in Puerto Rico, his cornermen Jonathan Torres and Luis Rivera, hoping their fighter, the youngster, just 21 years of age, can collect the victory. Meanwhile, Rodjam on the other side, the Air Force veteran representing Rebel Muay Thai, looking for his first amateur win. We'll find out how the judges scored it right now from Mr. Connor Hall.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action in the light welterweight division, we do have a winner, and it is by unanimous decision. From Puerto Rico, Miguel Torres.
So a fun fight to watch, ends in a unanimous decision victory for young Miguel Torres, the 21-year-old out of Loíza, Puerto Rico, fighting out of Royalty Combat. And pretty impressive showing from the kid just up to New York for his first fight here under the bright lights. He did very well.
I think he did very well. He put his combination together. He knows how to punch, rush up a couple little things. He could be a dangerous fighter.
Excellent job by Nawin Rodjam. Gave a great effort. Looked like he might have stolen the fight in the 3rd round, but it goes to Torres, your victor on Friday Night Fights, brought to you by Mohegan Sun.